Hey guys, it's your favorite auntie. Who is Maxine's baby? And what has Maxine's baby done? Let's get into this video. So, we all are aware of the recent allegations that Christian Keys has made in regards to there being some billionaire Hollywood mogul that has harassed him, that has made sexual advances towards him, and that has committed sexual assault toward him. And I think we all are pointing at the direction of Tyler Perry. He has not come out and said that it's not Tyler Perry. In fact, one blogger said that he liked a tweet saying it's not Tyler Perry, but he made it clear in the comment section that he never cleared anyone and that his name has been said in the comments. And so we all know that that's Tyler Perry's name that has been said in the comments. Now, everything in this video is my opinion. Everything is alleged. This video is not going to be filled with any dramatizations. Normally I do, but this is a very serious matter. And so my tone of the video is definitely different than what you normally would hear in other videos that I may do. I'm really disappointed because I'm really that person that really did not want it to be Tyler Perry. I really was searching for it to be someone else, but all things point to him. And it's really, really, really heartbreaking for me personally. I don't know Tyler Perry personally, but just being there to watch him come out the mud, especially considering his humble beginnings, to this being his legacy now, if these allegations against him are indeed true. And I say that are indeed true because in case it's actually not him. I had recently saw Maxine's Baby, the documentary on Amazon Prime, and I really, really, really loved the documentary. And I had all these notes, and I was going to do a video about that documentary because I thought it was so powerful. And I don't know why I never put that video together. I had all the things that I needed to do it, and now I'm feeling like that this is why. I didn't know that this was going to come out, but I don't know what was stopping me from doing the video. And now I'm glad that I didn't do it because so much has happened within this last, few days of us finding out these allegations against him that it just wouldn't have made sense to put this man on a pedestal. And when I say put him on a pedestal, I don't mean idolize him, but I just mean speak very highly of him and his work. And that's not going to be the case if all these things about him are true, because usually where there's one victim, there's another. There's usually multiple victims. And this could be the beginning of the same thing that we saw with Diddy. And for us as a community, this is heartbreaking. Some people say, hey, you know what? I don't care. I don't idolize anyone. I did see that in some of the comments on some of the blog pages. But for those of us who have really been following Tyler Perry's career, this is heartbreaking. This is someone who could not get what he needed from Hollywood. People didn't believe in him, and he had to create his own lane. And for that, he was celebrated. He started with just making plays that we as a community love to watch. Then he got the opportunity to do film and the opportunity to do TV and have just basically made his own table. And so for that, we give him accolades and we give him applause. And that's why I say it's a very, very heartbreaking thing. Now, when I say all this, I am in no way negating what Christian has gone through. I am in no way wanting to not show empathy for what he has endured. What I'm kind of just pointing out in this video is the disappointment that I feel and that the community will feel once the name is dropped, if he chooses to drop it. Because I think at some point he has to say who it is. And I'm just talking about from a community standpoint, what does that mean for us? That's what this video is about. And I don't want it to come across as, well, you are blaming the victim or you're not. How do you have so much conversation for Tyler and not the same conversation for Christian? But that's not really what this is. It's just a video really about bracing ourselves for the impact that this is going to have, and really talking about the disappointment, just owning the disappointment that I feel not only that I will have, but others who really, really, really look up to Tyler and really appreciate his work, and not only just the work that he's done with the movies and shows, but he is a philanthropist. And we know that he is very giving. He's done a lot for the community. He's given a lot to HBCUs. He's given a lot to charity. He's given a lot to just actresses and actors with the opportunities. And Taraji P. Henson even talked about how he was the only person that paid her what she was worth. Fantasia recently talked about how when she was down on her luck, destitute even, he was there for her. He's the person that helped her. We know he's done a lot of those things. And so I just really want to talk about the disappointment that I feel in this behavior of him if these things are true. Let me just pivot for just a second because I do want to touch on Maxine's baby. And the reason why I want to touch on Maxine's baby is because I'm trying to figure out who really is Maxine's baby. Because the person that I thought that we knew and that we held in high regards and also had a lot of compassion for because of his history and his upbringing was just such an abusive childhood and the things that he had to endure, and to come out essentially, on top. That's disappointing. So who is Maxine's baby? Who is he? We thought he was all the things that I've said so far. We thought he had a religious background, that he was, because he talked about that in the documentary, how he thought he had a calling to preach, and he tried it one time, one sermon, and he didn't do well at it, so he left that alone. But we thought that this was a man of God. We thought that he was consistent. We thought that he was an investor. And when I say an investor, I mean an investor in the Black community. We thought he was an investor in people's lives, pouring into them, mentoring them, an inspiration. This man has a studio facility that even big wigs, millionaires, billionaires don't even have. Some of them don't have studios like this. And for him to have such a large facility in Atlanta, which means a lot for the Black community and for the city, for him to have his studio home there and not in Hollywood, it's a big deal. So I just don't want us to pretend like the impact that he has is minimal, because it's not. Now, one of the things that Christian said was that this person was powerful. And I don't know that Tyler Perry is a powerful person in that regards, because he's not. I think amongst the Black community, he is well established and maybe powerful in a sense of being able to get Black people into his shows and movies. But I don't think powerful in a sense that if you choose not to work with him, you'll never work again. I don't think he's powerful in that sense. And I only bring that up because he said that the person that did this to him is a powerful person in Hollywood. And I just really wanted so bad for it not to be him. So, but I think that that's probably just wishful thinking, honestly. Because I think if it wasn't, he would have had a duty to come out and say that it wasn't, especially considering that Tyler Perry is the executive producer of Christian Key's TV show, which he has a show, All the Queen's Men, and he is the creator of that show. But Tyler Perry is the executive producer, aka the money. That's who put up the money for the show. And he would have had an obligation, if it wasn't him, to come out quickly and say that it wasn't him. You have your executive producer being accused of these horrendous things. You would need to make sure you come out and say, hey, I want you guys to know it's not my boss. And I don't know if I want to say it's boss, but, because executive producer may not essentially be your boss, but kind of, sort of, because that's the person who put up the money for you to be able to have that show. And so because he hasn't said that, I think we all know that this is who it is. And you hear that deep sigh and the kind of somber tone of this video because I'm just terribly disappointed. I I don't know how Tyler Perry could wake up every day and look at himself in the mirror and be okay with his actions. How could you disappoint your mom like that? The person that you held in such high regard that you talk about in the documentary, that we finally got to meet her, see her, get to know her, and find out what makes the caring side of Tyler Perry, the giving side, the loving side that we've seen. What is that makeup of him? And we saw that in his mom. And to know that really the part that has been hidden this whole time is the father that he grew up with. And that part is sickening. Especially after watching this documentary, it was so groundbreaking. I definitely had moments where I shed tears in watching that documentary. I just felt so proud of him after the documentary. From homelessness to riches and fortune, and to do it essentially on your own. When so many people in Hollywood turned their back on you, told you no. That's supposed to be his legacy. And that's not going to be his legacy. And again, I'm not in no way, shape, or form wanting to minimize what Christian has gone through. I'm just wanting to really, really, really speak to the impact that this really would have on the community. So when Christian said that you guys would be very devastated if you knew who it was, he's right. He's absolutely right. There are a lot of people that really, really love and embrace Tyler Perry and just was so proud of him. And I was one of those people. And this is just a very, 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 very sad thing to come to the realization of. And I don't know what that means now for Maxine's baby. I don't know where he goes from here. How do you continue to move forward with the things that you have on the table, which right now is what, a Netflix deal that's coming out? That's probably going to be the end to that deal if Christian releases that name. That'll be the end for that. And then that's what your legacy is going to be. You will have tarnished Maxine's name. And that's really sad and that's really disappointing. But if he is a Christian man, or if he taps into that Christian side, there are a lot of Christian people that love and follow him and that would be willing to forgive him. Not that he, I guess, has to ask for forgiveness, but in a sense he does. But he would have to really come out and be honest and ask for people's forgiveness and want to do better and promise to do better and show up better. Then I think he can somewhat fix the damage that's already been done. But he can't continue to do this to people. And I'm disappointed that he would. because it's not necessary. And he's got to deal with those demons. I think the, I guess, on again, off again, girlfriend, child's mother, I think he pronounces her name Gael. I think that's just been a cover up in the front. It appears that that could be, some of the reasons why they have not been able to make it work. Maybe she, I don't know if she had any idea, inkling, but I would imagine that she had to have heard some rumors of some things. So I'm disappointed Tyler Perry has a son. And what happens if your son finds out about this? So I'm just going to end the video with, Tyler, you have to come out and you have to own up to what has happened. If you wait until Christian drops your name, I think that probably will make it worse. I get why he wouldn't want to say anything right now, because it's like, hey, he ain't said my name, so, I got too much to lose if he does. But I think if you just think about the bigger picture, which is making your mother proud and righting your wrong, then that's what you got to do. You got to show up. You got to own it. You got to apologize. You have to, you got to do better. The Black community is a very forgiving community. I will say that. And it's not too late to change the course of this. For Christian, I applaud him for speaking out at what has happened to him. I don't think that he needs to continue on with not saying who it is, because now you're starting to lose credibility with people, and you have everyone's attention, and everyone is really rooting for you and really want to see you. They really want to see things done right by you, and they don't want this person to continue on doing the things that they've been doing to you. So I think you have a obligation to release the name and to go ahead and do it now, and let the chips fall where they may. You don't have to protect this person. This person didn't protect you, so you've got to do what you got to do. Well, you guys let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments, and I appreciate you guys watching the video. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will chat with you guys on the next video.